Hi students, welcome to Jayadev Academy. My name is Kranti Kumar. I am physics faculty here. So we are discussing the vector calculus. Okay, actually in the previous class we discussed this problem. Yes, and we found the sum of the two vectors. And also I gave the equation that related to the difference of the two vectors, but I done a small mistake there. Okay, now I am correcting that mistake. Okay, see here, they give the two vectors, right? And these two vectors have equal magnitude. What is the equal magnitude? That is the 5 unit, right? See, take a vector A that has a 5 unit, and take a vector B that is also have a 5 unit, right? And the angle between these two vectors, see what I explained in the sum of these vectors. I explained sum of vectors as this. So this is a vector A, right? And this is the vector B, and the difference, the angle between vector A and vector B is 60 degrees. That's why we already know this is 90 degrees. So the 60 degrees vector should be somewhere like this. This is the vector B. And here we are adding these two vectors. That's why the resultant should be this one. This is our vector, that is nothing but vector A plus vector B. And the angle between these two vectors is 60 degrees. Right? So I explained this. Now come to the discussion about the difference of the two vectors. What is the difference of the two vectors? Let's take our vector. This is a vector A plus vector B. This is the sum of vectors. What is the difference of vector? We have to take any vector in reverse direction. If I take a B vector in reverse direction, so this B vector can transform into minus B vector. Let's add A vector plus of minus B vector. So what do we get? R cap is equals to A vector plus of minus B vector. The resultant should be A vector minus B vector, right? See here, this is our aim to find the difference of these two vectors. But what here this is the sum of, I am taking the reverse of the vector B. That's why I have to take this vector in reverse direction. This vector is going in this direction. Now I have to reverse this vector like this, right? Not like this, we have to take like this. So this is the reverse of the vector. Let's draw the diagram similarly here. Let's draw the same diagram. So I am explaining this for B. For B question, this one. Take vector A, and this is the upward direction, right? This is in the 60 degrees direction. I am taking reverse direction. That's why this should be like this. This is vector B. What is this angle? So this is minus vector B. The resultant should be in this direction, right? This is the resultant vector, and we already know R vector equals to vector A plus of minus vector B. This is nothing but that equals to vector A minus vector B, right? Hope you understand. So this is the resultant of the difference of the two vectors. Okay, sir. So we need to find what is the angle between them. Let's see. Let's imagine. Let's take. This is our original vector, actually vector. This is our actually vector. This is our actual vector B. I am reversing this vector like this. That's why it's become minus B vector. And see here, this vector and this vector, the angle is 180 degrees, right? Because this is like straight line. If I take this is the point, the angle, this is 180 degrees, right? We already discussed this about the trigonometric functions. If this is 180 degrees, and we know from our calculations, this is a 60 degrees. Vector A and vector B, right? Vector A and vector B is a 60 degrees. So if I wanted to find the difference of vector A and minus vector B, what I have to do? This is the complete 180 degrees, and I have to subtract minus 60, then I will get this one. See, 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, 180 degrees minus 60 degrees, and we got 120 degrees. That's why this vector has 120 degrees. Okay, so now we got the angle and we got the resultant vector, and we draw the diagram. Let's come to the actual problem. See here, what is the resultant of a vector formula? Resultant of vector formula here. What is the resultant? What is the resultant here? Here resultant is mod of A minus B vector, or we can take it as this is like a minus B vector. So we can write this is like A vector, sorry, A square, same, there no change there, B square plus 2AB cos theta, and substitute the unit values, that is a 5 unit, so that implies 5 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 5 square cos 120. If you attend my previous trigonometric functions class, then only you understand what is the value of cos 30. How we can write the cos 30 value. See, this is the concept. See, this is the concept. I am writing cos 120. I am writing cos 120 like this. Cos 120. Okay. I can written as cos 120. I can written as cos 90 plus 30. Right? What is cos 90 plus 30? See here, this is odd. The first angle is odd angle. That's why cos convert into sine. Right? Cos can change into sine, and that is 30 degrees. Please observe the cos 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 is in second quadrant. Just imagine the diagram. All our silver teacups, right? Imagine. So 90 plus 30. So in which quadrant? Okay, 90 plus 30 is in the second quadrant. What are the values of second quadrant are positive? Sine, the reciprocal cosecant, right? So here we got a cos, but cos is not in the second quadrant. So that's why cos should be have the sign negative. That is the negative minus sine 30, right? See, now minus sine 30. So what is the value of sine 30? Imagine, immediately you got the, you have to remember the value of the sine 30. Sine 30 is nothing but 1 by 2. So here minus 2, That's why this is 1 by 2. Hope you got it, right? So now I'm substituting that same value here, and here I'm writing this equation 5 square plus 5 square minus 2 into 5 square. Why I wrote minus here? Okay, let's come for your clarification. I'm writing here minus plus only. This is plus, and cos 120 is nothing but 1 by minus 2. That's why here minus వచ్చింది కాబట్టి నేను ఇక్కడ minus చేస్తాను. Let's cancel each other. 2 will cancel. I'm writing this equation again for your understanding, but while you are practicing, you don't need to write like so many steps. You have to write 1 or 2 steps, right? So 5 square plus 5 square minus 5 square. So root of 1 5 square, 1 5 square will cancel. We got 5 square. We got 5 square root of, and the value should be finally 5 unit. Right? Actually, in the previous class, what I done a mistake is that actually I substitute minus value here, but not. This is the modulus. Mod of a vector minus b vector. The resultant is always is mod. Mod means whatever the signing values inside, is it minus or plus, the resultant should be always plus. That is the meaning of modulus. So that's why here we are applying minus b, even that here we have to take a plus. And cos 1, that is nothing but minus, that's why we got here minus, and we got the answer is 5 units. So see, the sum of vectors we got 5 root 3, right? Hope you remember. And we got here only 5. This result should be also, you have to remember. So okay, write it down. And also I gave the one homework in the previous class. I hope you solved it, and if anyone didn't solve that problem, and if anyone feel difficult about solving that problem, you no need to worry. I will explain it right now. Just see and learn. Okay, let's come to the next question. What is the question? Take down the question. HW. What HW I gave in the last class? Rain is falling vertically with a speed of 35 meters per second, right? Rain is falling vertically with a speed of 35 meters per second. Okay, 35 meters per second, and wind sorry, spelling mistake. Wind starts blowing after some time with the speed with the speed 12 meters per second. Speed of 12 meters per second. Okay, in which direction? Second, in east to west direction. East to west direction. In which direction should a boy? Question is, in which direction a boy is waiting, a boy should hold his umbrella. To protect from rain. In which direction he should hold the umbrella. See here. Please read the question carefully. Rain is falling vertically. Like this. Rain is falling vertically. Okay. This is the falling vertically direction and the speed is 35 meter per second. The speed is 35 meter per second. And the wind starts blowing with the speed 12 meter per second. 12 meter per second in east to west direction. See here. This is our east, west, north, and south. These are our earth directions, right? So rain is east to west. So like from this direction, east to west. So let's see, rain is east to west. East to west like this. So this is the rain, and with the velocity is 12 meter per second. And see, he is asking in which direction a boy should hold his umbrella. Here they are asking direction. Okay, here they are asking only a direction. In which direction boy should hold his umbrella. Actually, see, what is the resultant vector here? Imagine. So this vector is in downwards. This vector is like this. So the resultant vector should be the middle. That's why I am writing the resultant vector like this. This is the resultant vector. That is velocity of the rain plus velocity of the wind. Right? This is the actual resultant vector. So the question is which direction? Okay? The question is which direction? If the rain is falling like this, so the boy is stand somewhere here, and he should hold his umbrella. He should hold his umbrella in this direction, right? Because rain is falling like this. That's why if the boy tadukoni undalante, he should hold his umbrella to protect himself in the direction of the opposite direction of the resultant vector, right? See here, if actually take this is the reference line. Actually this line should be the angle, right? This is the umbrella, and this is actually imagined line, and he kept the umbrella in this direction. There is an angle between normal line to the umbrella. This is the angle. That angle is theta. If this one is theta, right? If this one is theta, so this is also theta from the geometrical angle definition. Right? So what we have to do right now? We need to find this angle. Let's write the definition. So what is the direction of the, what is the formula for direction? Write the definition. We already know tan alpha equals to See here, we can write this is alpha because we need to find alpha here. Okay, just to make it alpha and make it this is also alpha. Make it this is also alpha. We need to find this alpha. Okay, tan alpha is formula. Please. Okay, please. What is the formula? B, right? Sin theta plus divided by A plus next B cos theta. Sir, what is the value of theta here? See, the angle between the two vectors. What is the angle between the two vectors here? The angle between these two vectors is nothing but 90 degrees. These are perpendicular to each other, right? So cos theta is nothing but 90 degrees. Now substitute the value of 90 degrees and then tan alpha equals to B. He mentioned the B value. So this is the B, right? But so this is the B and this is A. Okay. So take this is as a B vector and make it this is as a vector, right? So B is nothing but 35 sine, what is the angle? 90 degrees and divided by, so A is nothing but 12 plus B is nothing but 35 cos 90 degrees. See, that implies 35 sin 90 is nothing but 1, so that's why 35 cos 90 is equal to 0, so 0 into 35 0, so only we are left with 12. This is tan alpha. So now alpha equals to tan inverse 35 by 12 and the answer is going to be approximately 90 degrees. So if the boy holds in 90 degrees the umbrella, then he didn't wait in the red. So this is the actual answer. Let's come to the another discussion. Actually here he asked only direction. Now I am asking you just write what is the resultant also. Okay, we already know the resultant should be A vector plus B vector, right? Actually, right, A vector plus B vector, and what is the formula? A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, right? What is the value of A square? I give the answer is that 35 square and B square is nothing but 12 square and 2 into 35 into 12 into cos theta is nothing but 90 degrees. See here, we already know the value of cos is 0, so that's why the complete term is going to be 0. Let's write, that implies 35 square plus 12 square, and just calculate the value and tell me what is the value here. Okay, this is the resultant vector of those two, vector A plus vector B. Okay, write it down. Let's next question. Take next question. The next question is, so this is I think this is the fourth question. Next question is, a motor boat is racing towards, this is motor boat is racing. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, take motor boat is racing towards north. Motorboat is racing towards north. At 25 kilometers per hour. Okay, and water is flowing and water is flowing with 10 kilometers with 10 kilometer per hour in the direction of 60 degrees east to south. 60 degrees east to south. Find the resultant velocity of the boat. Okay, our target is find the resultant velocity. I hope this is not difficult for you. I already explained the so many questions using this one, right? Just a draw diagram. Just first read the question. What is the question? Motor boat is racing towards north with 27 kilometer per hour. So let's see. This is east. I'm writing here. Okay, not there. See, this is east. Take a nice one. This is east and west directions. Okay, this is east, this is west, this is north, and this one is south, right? See here, motor boat is racing towards north. So motor boat is going in towards north. From take this point and north is this direction. Now, what is the magnitude? 25 kilometer per hour. Okay, 25 kilometer per hour. And see, water is flowing with 10 kilometer per hour in the direction 60 east to south. East to south ante meeru ila teeskokodu. Okay, east to south ante idi kaadu. This is wrong. East to south means this is right. East to south means like in the direction we have to take south to east. We have to read this is a east to south. Okay, see, east to south in the direction of 60 degrees. That's why I am taking this is the water floating direction like this. Water is flowing like this. Okay, so this is the direction of the water, and let's what is this value? This is 10 kilometer per hour. 10 kilometer per hour. Now see, what should be the resultant? What should be the resultant? The resultant should be like this. So this is the direction and this is the other direction. The resultant should be always like this, right? This is our resultant, and that equals to if I consider this vector as A and I am considering this vector as a B. Okay, now vector A plus vector B. what he's finding, what he's asking, find the resultant. Find the resultant. We already know. So what is the formula? Let's come to the formula, okay? So the graphical representation is enough, okay? So we draw the diagram, we find the resultant. Now we have to write a mathematical formula. So that is, the resultant should be a square plus b square plus 2ab and cos theta. Array, you got a difficulty here. So we didn't find the cos theta value here till now. We did not find cos theta value. We need to find what is the cos theta. Okay, let's come here. See, direction, he gave the direction is 60 degrees. This is gonna be 60. So what is this angle? This complete angle is going to be 180 degrees, right? Now we need the angle between, this one. We need this angle, right? Vector B and vector A, we need this angle. This is gonna be theta. What is this theta value? Carefully observe. The angle, actually this line is 180 degrees, right? This is 80. If I wanted to find this one, I have to remove 60 degrees from 180. So 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60, that's gonna be 120. So that's why this is going to be 120 degrees. This is going to be 120 degrees. Let's count. See, 25 square plus b is 10 square. 10 square plus 2 into 25 into 10 into cos 120. Let's now, we have to make concept clear here. So what is cos, okay, I am writing here only. What is cos 120? Cos 120 is nothing but cos of 90 plus 30. So this is the odd, so that's why cos will transform to, cos will change to sine 30. This is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant lo manaki sine or cosecant maatrame minus plus kabatti cos vachindi kabatti ikkada minus. So minus 30 is nothing but that is equals to minus 1/2. Take this value and substitute here, and I am getting, so see here, 25 25 625, 10 into 10 100 minus, this is gonna be 2 into 250, and this is, actually this is plus, okay, this is minus 1/2. See, these two will cancel, and so 625 into 100, that is 725, right, minus 250. See, now we got 5. So 12 lo nunchi మనం 5 తీసేస్తే, and we got 7, and this is a 6 and 4, and we got approximately value is, that is 22 kilometer per hour. So what is this resultant? This resultant is nothing but 22 kilometer per hour. Hope you understand, right? Okay, you understand it, right? Yes, please note it down. Okay, let's the last question of today's session. Note it down. The last question, maybe I will not solve, but I will give the normal ideology, a vector has component along x-axis, component along x-axis equal to 25 unit, equal to 25 unit, and along y-axis equal to 60 unit. Okay, find the magnitude. Our question is find the magnitude and direction. Here asking find the magnitude and the direction. See here, actually see here here is giving, this is x, okay, this is x and this is y component, sorry, this is y and this is x, and one vector is along an x component like this is the x component and having 25 unit, and another vector is along y component, this is like this, and this one has a 60 unit. And find the magnitude and direction. The resultant should be like this, right? You already know. If you take this is the vector A, and if you take this is the vector B, and you got vector B, this should be vector A plus vector B. This is the resultant. But here they didn't mention the theta value. That's why the angle between the two vectors is theta. So that is nothing but here that is the 90 degrees, right? This is 90 degrees. Why 90 degrees? See, here this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Both are perpendicular to each other. If the angle is if the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, what is the angle between them? That is the 90 degrees, right? So this is the 90. Our task is need to find angle between the x and resultant, that is the alpha. We have to find this and we have to find this one. Okay, see, I am also giving the formula. So resultant vector is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90 degrees. And this 90 is 0, so this term is going to be 0. So we have to calculate this vector and this vector magnitudes only. And next, and direction is, for direction we have to write tan alpha equals to, we already know, b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. Here I am giving a small hint. See here, actually here if the angle between them is 90 degrees, then you have to write tan alpha. See here, just this is some hint. This is hint. Okay. If the angle between two vectors is 90 degrees, if the theta is 90 degrees, then tan alpha can be written as v by a or y by x. Sir, why v by a, y by x? Tan alpha is v by a by y by x, or why? Because see, sin 90 is what value? 1. So b, we remain with b. Cos 90 is what value? 0. So we remain with A. So this is the simple formula. You don't need to write all the times this formula. But why I am writing is this, because you can remember that formula every time while I am writing. Thus I am writing the complete formula. So no need to worry. In our JEE or NEET physics class course, we are going to learn the shortcuts very easily. Okay? Hope you understand. Just solve the question. I give all the values, and just you have to do some calculations and get the result. And next we are going to learn very interesting topic. Tomorrow I will going to explain. That is resolution of the vectors, and we are also writing the vectors in 2 dimension and 3 dimension. And 2 dimension vectors, if they gave, how we have to calculate. Okay, addition is, subtraction is okay, but what if they give the 2 dimensional 3 dimensional vector? If we wanted to multiply those 2 vectors, what we have to do? There is some rules. There is some products, dot product and cross product. We have to use those rules to calculate the n dimension vectors while we are calculating the multiplications. So all these topics we are going to learn tomorrow class. Okay. Until now, just practice the questions. If you have any doubt, just comment and send the message to the Jayadev Academy or Jayadev Academy number. Okay. Thank you very much, and we will meet in the next class.